Yo, what is good guys, DNGL here at it again with another YouTube video, and for today I'm going to be covering the offensive players budget beasts. So that includes quarterback, halfback, wide receiver, tight end, center, offensive guard, and offensive tackle. So that's what's going to be happening. Hope this really helps you guys out because I'm trying to make this as fast as possible because I know that some people may be looking for this. So yeah, let me explain to you how I'm gonna be, how I decided on all of these players. So pretty much what I chose when I made this list is I was just looking for well-rounded players that were just solid in every single stat. As I'm struggling with my Wi-Fi right now, but they're just all really just well-rounded players that can fit into any team scheme, play type. So yeah, so that's what's gonna be happening. So pretty much how I'm going to be presenting this list for most of the players is I'm going to be presenting a super budget option, a medium budget option, and a bigger budget option, you know what I'm saying? But that's not a lead or anything. But so these are all going to be golds, and every one of these players are going to be under 100,000 coins. So when I was doing my research, I made sure that all of these players were under 100,000. So you guys aren't going to be freaking going broke day one of Madden Mobile, day freaking I don't know, whatever it is, first week of Madden Mobile, you're not going broke. So let's start it off with quarterbacks, and the super budget option that I'm gonna have to bring to the table is Case Keenum. Now he's got a 70 overall variant in this game, and just take a look at, he's just got really well-rounded stats in my opinion. So he's got 70 speed, 71 throw power, 73 TAS, 66 TAM, 68 TAD. So that's really well-rounded stats. I'm not going to include Lamar Jackson just because I don't really know. I feel like his throwing stats are a little bit low and they're just not really I just don't really. But next thing is next player up is the medium option for quarterback, and I think that's got to be Marcus Mariota. Look at that, 30,000 coins, you can pick up an absolutely amazing quarterback. Take a look at the stats: 75 speed. You guys can look at all the stats here, but they are absolutely insanely well-rounded card. As you guys can see, almost every single stat is in the 70s except for the 66 stats. So just a really rounded card. So for 30,000 coins, you can be picking up this absolutely amazing quarterback. Now next thing is Deshaun Watson. Frick, I can't even type it. Deshaun Watson. This is the bigger budget, if you got a little bit more coins. Yeah, look, Deshaun Watson for 60,000 coins. Look at his stats here, guys. Now he's a little bit slower than Marcus Mariota, but the thing is that he's got better throw power, and his throwing accuracy stats are a little bit more well-rounded than Marcus Mariota. So if you're willing to pay the extra 20, 25, 30,000 coins for Deshaun Watson, you can sacrifice a tiny bit of speed for that really good throw power and just a little bit more consistency in the throw accuracy department. And as you can see here, almost every single stat is above 70 as well, other than that 68 stats. So moving on to halfbacks. Freaking halfbacks, there we go. First, your super budget option here is going to be Jaden Samuels at a 72 overall. Now he's got absolutely amazing card in my opinion. Halfbacks is going to be just one of those positions that are going to cost you a lot of coins. So if you if you can afford some of these halfbacks, then go ahead. So as you can see here, even Jaden Samuels, he's 20,000, he's 10,000 coins. So you're gonna be paying a little bit more extra money for him because he's a halfback. His stats are pretty good. His 79 speed, 80 excel. His carry is alright, 65, and his catching. So what I really like in halfbacks is good halfbacks with really good catching. So pretty much with halfbacks, I only look at the left column. See, his left column is really solid stats: 79 speed, 80 excel, and 70 catch. That is to me a extremely well-rounded quarter halfback, and that is what I like. Jaden Samuels. All right, so next up is let me see there. I got Matt Breida here. Now 76 overall Matt Breida. He's a little bit expensive. You guys can see here he's 40,000 coins, so if you guys can afford him, go ahead. But take a look at this: 82 speed, 80 excel. His catching is a little bit low, but his carrying is pretty high. 74 carry. like, this is a good card. Matt Breida is a good card. 82 speed for a halfback at this point in the game is pretty freaking solid, especially for a gold player. Next is going to be Tariq Cohen. So I think he was almost 100,000 when I was looking his card up, and now boom, look, 56,000. So he's a little bit more than Matt Breida, but I think that he's a little bit better than Matt Breida because of his catching speed, his catching stat. Now, as you can see here, he is not the 82 speed of Matt Breida, but he has 66 catch, which is much better than Matt Breida's 54 catch. So he is, I think, Tariq Cohen, just a really well-rounded halfback that will do your team really nicely. You know, just a really nice halfback. So moving on to wide receivers, we got some crazy wide receivers this year. Now the super budget player was going to be Philip Dorsett. Now Philip Dorsett is actually insane, guys. Now Philip Dorsett's crazy. 72 overall card for West Coast, which is really popular. Look at that freaking speed, guys. 82 speed, 78 excel, and 70 catch. This is an absolutely amazing card for when you're on a budget. This is going to be absolutely crazy. 82 speed for, like, you know, you can probably pick them up for like 10k if you're like really patient, just going for snipes and bids. So, you know, this is going to be your super budget option. Now, next up I have Paul Richardson. Oh man, he's not on the auction house, but I had him here as a 75 overall, and I think he had over 80 speed, so that's why I put him in the wide receivers. Sorry, I don't have the I didn't take a screenshot of him, but next up was Robbie Anderson. So just keep in mind, like, Paul Richardson, he's a really good wide receiver. If you see him on the auction house, check out his stats. I selected him to be one of the budget beasts, and Robbie Anderson isn't on the auction house either, and he is also 75 overall. Well, that kind of sucks, but anyway, hopefully this player is on the auction house, and that is Marquise Goodwin. Literally, I think he is the single best gold wide receiver in the game. Guys, just take a look at this godlike stats. 84 speed, 85 excel, 72 catch. This is definition of a god, a budget beast god. This is, you know, pinnacle of what you want. 84 speed, 85 excel. This is almost elite level stats. This is I think he's like faster than DeAndre Hopkins. So this just gives you an idea of what we're dealing with in Marquise Goodwin. So, you know, that's what's up. There's also some other wide receivers that are a little pretty fast as well. I think that they might be 84 speed, but you know, they were over the 100,000 coin threshold when I was checking. So, you know, I'm not going to include them in the video, but I'm just going to just say it was like Cooper, freaking Brandon Cooks and whatever. So, you know, that those type of players. So, you know, if you guys see Brandon Cooks or something for under 100,000 coins and you got a little bit more of a bigger budget, then go ahead. Now for the tight ends, I'm going to have to choose Luke Wilson as my super budget beast, and you guys can see why here. 77 speed, 79 excel, absolutely crazy. 66 catch, which is alright. He's going to be able to get the job done, but most importantly, he's going to be able to blaze past those slow ass linebackers and score those touchdowns for you. Now, and he's super cheap as well. Look, he's under 10,000 coins right now. So go ahead and pick yourself up a Luke Wilson if you guys don't already have a good tight end. And the next player I'm going to showcase from the tight ends is going to be Demetrius Harris. He's sort of similar to Luke Wilson. He's a little bit low overall as well, so he's pretty cheap as well. So he's like under 20,000 coins. But as you can see here, he's almost as fast. He's got 76 speed, 78 excel, and 65 catching. So I don't know if you guys are looking for like a second tight end that's really fast and you can't afford one of those wide receivers, because I know that with those wide receivers they were like 40-50,000. So if you guys can't afford to have someone that's really fast and good in the slot, maybe you guys can put in freaking Demetrius Harris or something. Maybe he gets some more blocks in these West Coast schemes. So it's always a plus for a lot of players. And of course, we can't do a budget beast video without Evan Ingram, the absolute definition of the budget beast in tight end for tight end's perspective. And look at that, he's only 50,000 coins. So that's absolutely insane, guys. And you guys can see here, 78 speed, 79 excel, 69 catching, an absolute god. He's faster than Luke Wilson, and you know, he's Evan Engram. He's known for his speed, so that's why he is going to be a budget beast. Now moving on to the offensive tackle. The offensive line. And the first thing I'm going to show off in the offensive line is going to be the center. And for your super budget option, it's going to be Joe Looney. I'm looking for some really well-rounded stats here. So Joe Looney is going to be just a really well-rounded player in my opinion. So as you guys can see here, he's got 71 awareness, 67 run block, 70 pass block, and 66 impact block. Now his stats are pretty well rounded, and for 70 overall, that's under 10,000 coins for a center. That he is a really solid card. So really just a well-rounded player for a lot of teams. And but if you guys have a little bit more coins and you guys are willing to spend it for freaking center, then why don't you guys go ahead and pick up a Mitch Morse. Now Mitch Morse, I believe, is 75 overall. If this thing will actually load up with this slow ass internet. Yeah, there we go. There we go, guys. So we got Mitch Morse here, 75 overall center. Take a look at the stats: 74 awareness, 70 run block, 72 pass block, and 77 impact block. Once again, just really well-rounded stats, and he's got 81 strength as well. So just really good card for what he's worth. You can probably pick him up for less than 60,000 coins. Maybe you're looking at 40,000 or something. So just make sure you keep an eye out for Mitch Morse, as he's a pretty solid player. And if you're on a bigger budget, then go ahead and pick up yourself a David Andrews. Oh damn, he's actually cheaper than Mitch Morse. That's pretty crazy in my opinion. Maybe because Mitch Morse is West Coast, but as you guys can see here, David Andrews definitely has the better stats. He's got a little bit less strength, but his awareness is a lot higher. His overall passing stats his blocking stats are a lot higher: 79 run block, 73 pass block, and 73 impact block. So I think David Andrews right now for 30,000 coins, I think that's a really good buy. Look at this. I think this is actually a snipe. So, you know, pull the trigger real quick. Okay. Yeah. All right. Moving on to offensive guards. Let's go with Forrest Lamp. That's who I have typed out for my offensive guard, and he is a 72 overall offensive guard. And take a look at his stats real quick: 71 run block, 68 pass block, and 79 impact block. Pretty well-rounded stats. He's got over 70 in the run blocking. His pass block is a little low, but that impact block is insane at a 79. And his strength is really good as well at an 80 overall. So, you know, 80 overall Forrest Lamp. It's going to be 72 overall Forrest Lamp for under 20,000 coins. Super budget option you guys can pick up for offensive guard. And since offensive guards are classically really expensive, I'm going to put Quentin Spain as the second player. He's 74 overall offensive guard. Take a look at his stats, guys. 75 speed, 77 awareness. His awareness is a lot better than Forrest Lamp. And his passing stats are really well rounded as well: 70 run block, 72 pass block, and 75 impact block. So definitely really good card that you guys can pick up for your team. And now moving on to the last part of the video, the offensive tackles. Let's go ahead and choose offensive tackle. And who do I have here? Okay, I typed out Isaiah Worm, so let's check his stats out. 72 overall Isaiah Worm. Now look at his freaking stats, guys. 71 run block, 70 pass block, and 74 impact block, and as well as that 76 strength. So he's a pretty good solid player for under 20,000 coins. Maybe you can pick him up for like under 10,000 coins later. And next up, if you guys have a bigger budget, then go ahead and pick up freaking Ronnie Stanley, if I can even type Ronnie Stanley. 77 overall offensive tackle. Take a look at his stats here: 76 strength, 82 awareness, which is really high for offensive for O lineman. 74 pass blocks, 74 run block, 75 pass block, and 73 impact block. So just really well-rounded stats again. So finally I am done with this video. Hope you guys hope this helped you guys out. There we go, proper English. Hope this helped you guys out. If it did, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more Madden Mobile 20 content that I'm going to be releasing very soon. So yeah, have a good day everyone. Peace out.